still out elk hunting with the 6-man and the medium stove. I've stoked it again. It's a few minutes later, and we're really cooking now. I've got water in the pot for supper, drinks, and I don't know, something to heat up with water or boil it. Remains to be seen. The point I wanted to make is the way you level the stove is with water in a pot, and that water is very level, and you do it by poking the legs into the ground. All four corners may vary so that you wind up with a level top. And if I was out here with the snow platform, you guys that own them know that there's nuts on the legs, and you can, the all-thread legs, and you can shorten and lengthen them to get back to this level cooking surface, which is what I'm basically trying to talk about here. All right. Sure is warm. Oh, I'm back. This is looking at the stove after the third filling. The initial ignition and a kind of a filling with small wood. A second filling after that got going good with medium-sized wood, and then a third filling with the same kind of wood, small to medium. From this point on, when you wish to feed the stove, you have an option. You have bigger wood, yep, as indicated here. So long as you, and back here, so long as you feed that in with some of the smaller stuff, which you'll see up on top of that heap and in the middle of that heap there. Okay, so we're up and going. Fourth stoking may not be filling, is my point. You may want to put a couple of those and a couple of the little sticks in there, and that'll keep it toasty warm in here, cook for you. And it's more like from this point on, we are controlling it by how much wood we put in and what size, and we're no longer stuffing it or moderately stuffing it even. We are now feeding the fire to maintain temperature and maintain cooking temperature, whatever you're doing. So that's my point. From here on out, it's you're moderating the fire according to the fuel. Okay, everybody, I'm back. We have a good fire going. Water's starting to hiss. It's several minutes later. Perhaps you can see the steam coming off. Point I'm making here is that's a good, solid, blazing fire, but you are still boiling. So we're going to put some more in. Yeah. Medium-sized one and a big one. So that calls for a couple of little ones on account of the big one. We'll use this split here from the stomping. All right, so this is kind of the cooking fire. You need to keep it going as hot as you want it. If you're frying, put a whole lot of little stuff in there. If you're in a hurry for a boil, put a whole lot of little stuff in there and just keep putting it in. Okay, so this is part of the routine. Probably I'll check in later after the water's boiled. I've had supper, and I'm just maintaining the temperature in here, room temperature. If I don't get to that point, if it's too dark, remember that varying sizes of firewood go in 2s, 4s, 5s to maintain temperature. You don't stuff the stove every single time. Okay, you are the control. Consider it an enclosed campfire. It's a lot cleaner and a lot warmer.